So today I'm going to be walking around the Lincoln Park, which was today I'm going to be walking around the Lincoln Park, which was a school that opened up in 1950. So this is what this little thing reads. Lincoln School was built in 1950 and opened its doors December 4th to begin educating the black children of Andrews. It was named for President Abraham Lincoln in 1958 and held its final classes the last day of school in 1961. In 1950, segregation was the rule of the land, and blacks did not mingle with the whites in any public places, including schools, churches, recreational facilities, public restrooms, and could not even drink from the water fountains unless marked colored only. There was even special seating in the movie theaters for the black community. This was simply the way of life was during this era. Before the school was open, the Andrews Independent School District had only 2 black children who were old enough for school. Before the school was open, the Andrews Independent School District had only 2 black children who were old enough for school. One student, E.A. Murray, was sent to Kermit for his education, and Wilbert Template was sent to Odessa for his. In 1950, the school board was faced with a dilemma due to several more blacks being of school age. The school system decided to build a school solely for the African American students. The land was purchased, and the building began in an area referred to as the Flats. The original building was a 32 by 40 feet frame structure built at a cost of $5,300. Miss Norma Lee Smith was the very first teacher hired. She taught 7 children, pre-primary through 5th grade. Those students were Maddie Buchanan, Tommy Buchanan, Joyce Lee Heights, Don Joes, E.A. Murray, Charlene Smith, and Wilbert Template. In 1951, the school system added Fred C. Ross as another teacher. Wendell B. Mitchell and his wife were added in 1954, and Evelyn Williams joined the staff in 1955. The school, though a part of Andrews Independent School District, was under the general administrative supervision of the principal of Devonian Elementary. The head teacher reported to the Devonian principal about the day-to-day operations at the school and had to go through him for the necessities such as chalk, paper, teaching supplies, light bulbs, and toilet paper. Although the African American teachers at Lincoln School were paid the same wage at their white counterparts, they were not invited to staff development workshops or other school activities, and were not members of the local branch of the State Texas Teacher Association. On May 17, 1954, the United States Supreme Court issued the declaration that racial discrimination in public education is unconstitutional, following the landmark decision the Andrews Independent School District began to study ways to implement integration into the school. Because the law of the land at the time was a separate but equal decision of the Supreme Court, Lincoln School was not up to the standards of Andrews High School, and the school board believed it would not cost at least $15,000 to bring Lincoln School into compliance. To improve Lincoln School until integration was implemented in the school district, the school board approved a plan to enlarge the building, improve the area, and build a swimming pool. The subject of desegregation was once again before the school board for the 1956-1957 school year. A request from the parents of the children attending Lincoln School was presented to the board to allow the children to remain at the segregated school, although they wanted the very best education for their children. The parents were afraid of the retaliation. They had seen the violent demonstrations on the nightly news and heard the discontent all across the nation. The school board decided to wait one more year before making the changes. In 1958, the Texas Education Agency ruling went into effect into September, stating that 12th grade system must have a minimum of 4 full-time teachers, exclusive of vocational units in the upper 4 grades. AISD was notified the following year that the school system no longer met the standards due to the situation at the Lincoln School. The report issued by the Texas Legislation Agency stated that although the building was clean, well lighted, and well maintained, the school did not provide appropriate space for the subjects taught on the secondary level. At the time, the entire teaching staff at Lincoln School consisted of only 4 teachers for grades 1 through 12. Since the school district was no longer in compliance with the guidelines of the Texas Education Agency, a 3-month study ensued. A petition calling for an integration election was circulated. The required number of names was collected and an election was ordered. The election was held May 25, 1961. Andrews voters came out strong for abolishing the dual school system. Final tabulation showed 732 voted for school integration, while 337 voted against. On August 28, 1961, 53 African American students enrolled in the new integrated system. There were 11 students enrolled in Glorieta Elementary, 10 at St. Andrews Elementary, 9 at Devonian Elementary, 11 at junior high, and 12 at Andrews High School. The school system felt it would be better for the students to not have that crutch to cling to in their new schools. Prior to integration, Lincoln School saw 6 students graduate. In 1959, Wilbert Earl Templet completed his studies at the segregated school. Charles King followed in 1960, and in 1961, graduates include Calvin Brooke, John Brooks, Fred Robertson, and Nichol Collins. Since 1961, the Lincoln School building has been used as a community center, a place to hold meetings, parties, and other events. It was given to Andrews community that year, and the building and grounds have been maintained by the county since that time. Eventually, the old Lincoln School was torn down. It was more cost-effective to replace the structure with a new building. Upgrades to the grounds include a new playground equipment, picnic area, and a volleyball and walking track. Okay, so this is our Lincoln Park, the new part of the new playground, the new building. If I can scoot back and get a little more to it. The new building that they built for community, and some more part of the playground and a track. So today I'm walking at the Lincoln Park, and this is where, and I have just read, this is where the first black school was in Andrews, Texas. So a bit of history about that. Yeah. There's a hole. If anybody knows what lives in there, let me know. Let me know what lives in that hole. Okay. So I will be visiting each one of the schools. I think Claire Fork was on there. I know Devonian, St. Andrews, and Glorieta. 2 of them are not here anymore. Sorry, it's windy and my hair's just flying up everywhere. 2 of them are not here anymore. So, I'll just take you to the place of where they used to be and just put a picture of how they looked and stuff on it. Across the street, that school is actually Clear Fork Elementary, and yeah, so that holds our pre-K through first. Dog poop. Okay, so speaking of school, it is actually about to start here. It starts around sometime mid-August. Yeah, I can't wait. He gets to meet his teacher first, and then school starts in about like 2 weeks. So it's gonna be awesome. Awesome that we get to do this together. And he comes home tomorrow, so yay, we gotta go clothes shopping. I get to buy him school supplies, and his dad is actually gonna pay for that, so or his grandma, so they're gonna give me money for that, so yay.